Namaste. My name is JVN Rishi Gautam from Department of Journalism. Today's topic is mass communication. Mass communication may be defined as the spreading of a message to an extended mass audience through rapid means of reproduction and distribution at a relatively inexpensive way to the consumers. In mass communication, the message is transported from its original source to a large and widespread audience or receivers by means of such intermediary channels such as newspapers and books, radio, television, cinema, internet, etc. Mass communication, according to Emery, means delivering information, ideas, and attitudes to a sizable and diversified audience through the use of media developed for that purpose. Elements of mass communication. Mass communication has the following elements: relatively large audience, fairly undifferentiated audience composition, same from the message reproduction, rapid distribution and delivery, low unit cost to the recipient's customers, uses technology, print, electricity, electronics, satellites, is transmitted or distributed across geographically distant areas and disappeared audience. Mass communication lacks many of the advantages of interpersonal and group communications like individual attention, face-to-face interaction, eye contact, instant feedback, etc. Mass communication by its nature is impersonal. Functions of mass communication. Mass communication media are interlaced with the very fabric of our lives that it is not easy to identify the functions they have for each person. In order to understand how media functions in society, we must observe carefully how and why people read newspapers, watch television, listen to radio, or go to the movies. Though we may be able to collect various common functions among the audience, we will also discover how people use media for a variety of functions. This is called the functions approach. In analyzing the functions of mass communication, our study should not be limited to what people do with media, but what media do to the people, how they affect opinions and attitudes, culture, habits, etc. This is called the effect approach. Social scientists are concerned with both the processes. One of the first scholars to call attention to the social functions of communication was Harold Laswell. He first considered these functions in terms of categories found in any society. He identified three types of functions common to any society: surveillance of the environment, correlation, transmission of social inheritance. These functions associated with mass communication. First point is surveillance of the environment. Second point is correlation. Third is transmission of social inheritance. And fourth is dysfunction associated with mass communication. In this topic, we have studied the three different kinds of communication, namely interpersonal, group, and mass communication. Though we live a highly sophisticated mass mediated world where the speed of communication has increased in a mind boggling way, the basic principles of human interaction continue to the more or less unchanged. Through the mass media, give the impression of being the most dominant communicator. Experience tells that most of our day-to-day communication takes place when we interact with one another at a personal level. Hence, we can trace the roots of mass communication and group communication to the interpersonal communication. As we are exposed to the inescapable reality of the information age, we need to view the three types of communication we have described as complementary and not as something opposed to each other. We also need to be constantly alert and consecutive sensitive in order to ensure that the functions we want media to carry out for us and the way they influence we are to our well-being. It is for us to decide whether we should be masters or slaves of the mass communication media. Thank you.